As you can see, we have here the memorial wall of the victims of martial law. This memorial wall is dedicated to the martyrdom and patriotism of our Filipino freedom fighters who have died and still missing during the martial law Marcos regime. Lives they have selflessly and courageously dedicated to the cause of justice, freedom, democracy for the country.
Martial law. On September 21, 1972, President Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law all over the Philippines by virtue of Proclamation 1081. The basis for issuing the order, rising lawlessness and violence by leftist elements made it necessary so he can save the Republic and build a new society. By abolishing Congress and assuming legislative powers, President Marcos was able to rule by decree in the next 14 years in a government that he described as a form of constitutional authoritarianism. Under martial law, President Marcos curtailed press freedom, limited civil liberties, and ordered the arrest of militants and his political opponents. Those who were suspected of subversion were arrested and detained. Many were tortured, thousands were picked up in the dead of night and never heard from again, becoming desaparecidos.
In 1972, President Ferdinand Marcos imposed martial law. He confiscated the assets of those newspapers not in his own coalition. Between 1972 and 1986, newspapers were under the rule of Marcos' friends, family members, or others close to him. The press remained under these unfriendly.
Start Dude, we need to publish this now.
Wait, it's still on my tip day.
No, but it's due date today.
But I have to write it.
No.
Wait. Just wait, okay?
No.
Just wait.
Wait. No.
Presenting President Ferdinand Marcos with First Lady Imelda Marcos.
I now declare martial law.
No.
No. You can't.
No.
You just can't.
I can't.
No, nigga. You can't do that.
Marcos, President of the Philippines, by virtue of the powers vested upon me by Article 7, Section 10, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution, do hereby dispense the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus.
Kasunod ng Constitutional Convention, I have no intention of running for a third term. Don't you think that 2 terms is enough for any man? I have proclaimed martial law in accordance with the powers vested in the President by the Constitution of the Philippines.
Hey man, what are you doing?
I don't know where to start, but I can't publish it because it's against the government.
Oh, is that about the martial law?
Yeah.
You know what? Our fellow journalist is writing a story about martial law too. Oh, you are the journalist.
Yes, I am. You're right about that. You know, you have to publish that story.
I can't because it's propaganda related. It's against the government.
You'll get caught.
It's salvage.
You know, us journalists, us press, we don't have to be afraid.
Well, it's
She's going to be killed. Yeah.
I don't
You can get
care.
killed.
You know, give me that story. I'm gonna publish it.
No.
I don't care if I get published.
But you.
What?
Get
You
killed.
get killed.
Shut up!
Going to be condemned. You're going to get killed. The Marcos are very, very powerful. You get killed.
I don't care. I said
That's nonsense. We have to follow.
They're planning something about my birdie. Birdie! Birdie!
Yes, my darling.
The press recall. They're going to revolt against you.
What?
They're publishing an article against us. Against you.
What is the name of that journalist?
I don't know, but I heard them talking about it.
That person should be killed.
I was arrested for an unreasonable matter, and they didn't even tell me what I have done wrong. I will go against Marcos' government, even if it will cost me my life. I want freedom for Filipino people, democracy for all.
That Ninoy.
How dare that Ninoy question my way of governing the Filipino people?
Calm down, it's enough.
This is my country.
Calm down, my dear. Calm down.
Ninoy should pay for this. It's payback time.
Ready with your hand camera, because this action can become very fast.
Yes.
In a matter of 3-4 minutes, it could be all over, you know. And I may not be able to talk to you again after this.
On August 21, 1983, former Senator Ninoy Aquino returned to the Philippines after a 3-year exile in the United States. Less than a minute after being escorted out of his plane seat by a team of soldiers, a single gunshot rang out. That shot snuffed out the life of the most dynamic opposition leader of his generation.
Primarily because of the assassination of Ninoy Aquino. Soldiers are used to this violence. They're used to it. So the violence per se is not the issue to, I mean, at least from my observation of the military I knew. The issue is how it was done. It was so brazen. And if a government can do that, it deserved to be brought down by force if necessary.
Lumakas din ang tinatawag na alternative press, mga periodiko at magazine palaban at walang takot tulad ng Malaya at Mr. and Miss Special Edition. Minaliit ng rehimen ng mga ito at binansagang Mosquito Press.
Now, ang Americans, malakas ang pressure nila si Marcos to allow criticism in media. Mangyari, ang dami nang bumabatikos kay Reagan at saka si kay Carter at saka yung mga sumusunod sa kanila na bakit niyo sinusuporta itong diktadura. So, Marcos, para pagbigyan ang State Department, ang White House, ang Pentagon, ay he allowed the Mosquito Press to exist.
The assassination of presidential hopeful Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr. in August 1983 united Filipinos and eventually helped spur a return to a freer, more independent press. His growing unpopularity led Marcos to flee the country in the year 1986. After his departure, the Commission on Good Government confiscated newspapers and their assets from Marxist allies. The press rejoiced as it regained control. Some newspapers were even returned to the families that had owned and operated